Social media is hit or miss. You can post every day, but fewer than 1% of your followers may ever see that post. Meanwhile, 98% of text messages are seen. Which of these two sounds like a better way to reach your customers? Hi, I'm Barbara Casey, founder of Mobile High Five. I've spent over 30 years helping businesses, both large and small, engage customers and bring them back again and again. I started in the corporate world, helping AT&T launch the very first frequent buyer program in the US. But my passion is here on Main Street. I grew up in a small business family, so I get what it takes. My North Star is to help small businesses thrive, not just survive, by giving them access to the same marketing power that big brands use, without the complexity and without the DIY headaches. Small business owners are incredible at what they do. Whether it's running a restaurant, curating a boutique, or just providing a service that their community needs. But when it comes to marketing, most tell me the same thing. It feels overwhelming. Social media just doesn't move the needle like it used to. And they assume they have to DIY it, yet they don't have the time or expertise to do that. Here's the harsh truth. Thinking small with your marketing keeps your business small. I've watched too many amazing businesses struggle, not because their food or their products or their services weren't fantastic, but because they didn't have a consistent way to bring their customers back in more often. And that, my friends, is the key to effective marketing: consistency. It's about inserting yourself into your customer's brain, grabbing that mind share. So when they have a need, it's your business that they think of first. Now, here's the flip side. What if you could reach your customers directly on the device they already check 150 times a day? What if instead of hoping they remembered you, you could deliver a perfectly timed message that 98% of them will see in minutes? That's the power of mobile marketing. And more specifically, that's the power when you combine a loyalty program with SMS text marketing. This isn't about chasing strangers. It's about nurturing the people who already know and love your business and just giving them more reasons to come back more often. Let me give you a real example. One of our boutique clients decided to run a special loyal customers only sale. They didn't post it on social media. They didn't run an ad. They simply sent a text to their loyalty subscribers. Within hours, the store saw 5 times the traffic they would get on a normal day. Why? Because they reached their best customers directly with a message that felt personal and exclusive. That's the difference between marketing that hopes to be seen and marketing that is seen. At Mobile High Five, we just don't hand you a tool and say good luck. We're not a DIY platform. We're a full-service, hands-on agency. Remember, it's not the tool that makes all the difference. It's knowing how to use the tool. So what does full service actually mean? We design, we launch, and we manage your program. We handle the tech, the compliance, and the messaging, and the graphics. We build the strategies that increase customer frequency and retention. We create different methods so your list builds faster. And because engagement doesn't stop at text, we've expanded into AI chatbots. These chatbots can live on your website, answering questions instantly in the same conversational style as you. And they're available 24/7 because you can't be. Think about it. How often have you been home at 10 o'clock at night and you start surfing for some product you've been thinking about? And then you have a question and you'd like an answer now. Who hasn't done that? By Monday, you're going to be busy with other things. An AI chatbot works to answer those questions to nurture that prospective customer along so they continue to engage with your business. Marketing like this can keep customers engaged between visits, reduce those missed sales opportunities, and help convert those thinking about it into coming in. Here's an example of how an AI chatbot can create a seamless loop of engagement. Imagine a customer has earned a reward or they're close to earning a reward. They can hop on your chatbot and ask if you're open late tonight, for example, or how many points they need to earn before their next reward, or even if they have a reward. That chatbot can answer by telling them to text points to your text number to get an instant response showing the number of points they have in their account. Or if they have a reward waiting. Let's say they find out they're only $10 away from earning a reward. That conversation with your chatbot might just push them in the door. Traditional loyalty programs use email or a phone number to look up an account when a customer is in the store to see if they have any rewards they can use. This is what I call a passive loyalty program. The customer's already back and you're just handing them a discount to someone who's already there. When you use SMS as your form of outreach, you're going to pull them in to use that reward. Active versus passive. One of the distinct advantages of text messaging is it doesn't require Wi-Fi or a password, and it arrives on a locked screen. And it uses technology already native to all phones, so you don't need to download anything. Look, we live in a world where people want answers now, not Monday, when you can return their phone call. And besides, no one is answering their calls today. So now you're going to be involved in phone tag. While texts are powerful at pulling customers back in, engagement doesn't stop there. Customers also visit your website with questions. Are you open? Do you deliver? Do you have a particular brand or product in your store? If those questions go unanswered, the customer just moves on. And that's why we've added AI chatbots to extend the same on-brand voice to your digital storefront. Together, SMS can create an ongoing engagement. It's just another way to keep it going before or after the sale. And AI chatbots aren't replacing, they're just a way of scaling your voice. And like everything we do, we're going to monitor your chatbot to ensure it gets smarter. There won't be frustrating AI loops or incorrect information because we're training your bot on your information. Here's another story to tell you what happens when you combine loyalty with SMS. A client was using the loyalty program included in their POS. The problem was, and why it was underperforming, was because all engagement was via email. When they switched to our SMS-powered loyalty program, they were able to build their mobile subscriber list into the many thousands in just a few short months. What's powerful is what happened next. 75% of customers who earned a reward came back and used it. And when they did, they spent more than they would have without the reward. That's not just retention, that's a measurable lift in your revenue. Increasing customer retention by just 5% can increase your profits by 25 to 95%. And when you connect the dots between loyalty, engagement, and customer behavior, it's magic. For example, if a boutique has 1,000 subscribers and we get even half of those subscribers in and they spend their average spend of $150, you're getting another $75,000. The most common thing I hear about texting is I'm going to annoy my customers. But the only way you can even get a text is if you explicitly opt in. So it's impossible to annoy their customers. You can overtext and you can undertext. That will result in higher opt-outs. But you have to understand the right messages and the right cadence. Texting for a business is very different than texting for a friend. There are strict compliance practices that you have to follow. It's important that you work with someone who keeps up with those changes and knows how to design a program for your specific scenario. For example, what are you selling? If it's wine or beer or spirits, your program has to be age gated. A DIY texting platform is designed for basic functionality. Segmentation of your list becomes crucial for long-term performance. Do you have time to sit through video tutorials, figure out how to set all that up? Look, these types of engagement programs are not set and forget. You need to have time to manage them and optimize them so they get better as you get more data about how your customers respond or don't respond. But let me take a step back into the bigger picture. Why do I do this? It's because I believe thriving small businesses are the backbone of thriving communities. They sponsor the Little League team. They know your name when you walk in. They're the heart of Main Street. When small businesses stop thinking small and start using the same strategies that big brands use, they not only grow their own revenue, they strengthen the towns we all live in, and that's what excites me. That's why I get up and do this. So here's my challenge to you. Stop thinking small. Stop believing you have to do it all yourself because you don't. There are smarter, simpler, more effective ways to market your business, ways that keep your customers coming back again and spending more time. At Mobile High Five, that's what we do. We give you the power of big brand marketing done for you and tailored specifically for your business. So you focus on what you do best. running your business, serving your customers. Because at the end of the day, marketing isn't about chasing new faces. It's about deepening the relationships with the people who already walk through your door and just giving them more reasons to come back more often and hopefully with more in their basket. Thank you for listening.